thank you so much for coming back. I've been so excited to do this remodel. This is the remodel of the produce market that we just got with the newest update. And I know everyone's probably seen the before, not only on Joy's Creative Fingers channel, but other channels that have early access, as well as when you're doing the event, you kind of can peek in there and see what it looks like. But I always do the before when I do a remodel. So we'll just take a look at what's here. So obviously over in this area, you have the place where the people who run the outside market there can restock. You have the garage door here, the employee kitchen area back there, and some restrooms. And this is the market itself. They gave us a lot of items in this. It's very large. And I'm kind of on the fence as to whether or not I like this. In one respect, I'm glad that they gave all of the items, lots of duplicates, lots of those bread baskets, lots of everything, the freezers, the refrigerators, the produce, the decorations, all of that, the lights. But at the same time, did they have to make it so big? This is a lot of produce, and I can't imagine just a produce market being this big in real life. So when I was doing the remodel, I took into consideration a lot of comments that I got leading up to the update, the event. Some people asked me to make it into a coffee shop. Some people asked me to make it into a restaurant. Some asked me to keep it a produce market. Some people asked me to make it into a residence. So what I've done with it is I've taken this building and I've made it a 4-in-1, and I cannot wait to show you the after. So when I come back, you will see what I've done with all of this space and what I've managed to use it for. Okay, so there's another look at the before, and here it is after. One more look at before. I do think it looked very nice on the outside, but I really love it now. I love this lake house exterior on it with that black roof. I think it looks very nice. It actually looks like a local produce market in my area called Paul's Fruit Market. I don't know if it's in other areas or not, but you can see back here, there's a dine out area. And there wasn't a whole lot I could do with this side of the structure. I changed a few things in the front here. Obviously the windows and all of that, I've just kind of arranged them a little bit differently. And over here, this is a little bit empty for a reason on the left, but here you have the storefront here. I've put some items in the front window so you can see them very clearly. And I just love how this looks now. Over here is the little area which I'll call the grab and go, where if you don't want to go inside, you can just shop right there. And I didn't feel the need for the restock area over on the left, and you'll see what I did with that here in just a second. But let's go inside the produce market. So again, this is a 4-in-1. This section here is just the produce market. And personally, I feel like this is enough if you want just a produce market, just this little section here in the front. So let's go in and see how all this is broken up and arranged. When you come in, you have some stairs here. And you see I also have those window displays. There's one right there on one side of the front door. And then we have the little doormats there. There's another window display. And then you have one of the wall racks there with the fruit on it. And then I put two of the one with the jars, one of the bread basket displays. I just feel like that's enough for a store. You don't need 50 of each item. Two of the refrigerators there. There's also two of the freezers. And then coming back around this way, you see we have a wall of 3, not 80, of the produce stands. And tucked over here is the place where the customer can weigh their produce out. And then this is, again, where the freezers are, and they back up to the cash register area. I kind of modeled the cash register area, the checkout area, after my local Rainbow Blossom store. So you have the baskets there in the front where shoppers can pick them up and return them in the same spot as they check out. Kind of one of those displays that try to get you as you go out the door. And then you have the little shelves here with more items as you stand in line to check out. And that's kind of how the store that I'm familiar with is set up. Over here by the staircases, you have some little areas to sample. Over there was some food. Here is some wine and alcohol that they sell that you can sample. Here's a magazine rack. I just put one there. I feel like that's plenty. And there's a reason for these stairs here, because if you pop up, you can see I gave it more of an industrial look up here on the top. And I thought that column there would be perfect, Those stairs actually lead out to another balcony where customers can eat, which I'll show you here in just a second. But for the rest of it, I really didn't change too much up there except for putting the staircases in and these doors that lead you out to the balcony. And there's a reason those tables are out there, because as I told you in the beginning, this is a 4-in-1 establishment. So let's go to the second section, which is the coffee shop. So you have your fruit here, and then I put these dividers up, which are actually toilet paper dividers, but you can't see the toilet paper. And while it provides a divider, it's still part of the store. So to me, that makes total sense. This is the area where the staff would make the beverages, the coffees and such, and there's the checkout there. There's also a display there with coffee beans on it, right there. And over here is the coffee bar where the customers can sit. And then we have a display shelf where they sell other items. And then there's a set of doors right here that goes outside to the patio, where there are some more tables and chairs here. So you can have your coffee inside or outside. And I decorated it with some pretty white flowers there. And also I brought one of the coffee carts over here. So if you're already outside and you don't want to go inside to buy your coffee, or you just want a refill, you can step over there to the coffee cart. And then there's a door here. Now remember, this was a restroom before. I just went ahead and left this restroom for the actual commercial side of the building. That's why the door is outside. And I think it looks really nice. It has the paper towel holders and the hand dryer. That way the customers can use that one. And that's the coffee shop and produce section of the building. I think it looks very nice now. Not overcrowded, and it all kind of makes more sense to me anyway. Back here is the restaurant. It's like a deli. I think this looks really cool back here. So remember, they had it just packed full of nothing but those produce bins. I really wanted to turn this into more of a deli style restaurant that wasn't too casual but not too fancy, if that makes sense. So you have kind of like the area over here that makes it look like a deli, but at the same time, really nice tables. Over here, before you go to order though, the customer can stop over here and look at the specials for the day and kind of make up their mind before they come over here to order and pay for their food. And then behind that you have a very large and very nice stainless steel kitchen area, and they even serve freshly made pizza right there with their pizza oven. And it also adjoins the same patio where you can come outside to eat that the coffee shop has, so they share the patio there. So realistically, you could grab a coffee and then you could come over here to the deli, get what you wanted to eat, and then either eat inside or outside, or even on the balcony above that I showed you before. This a lot did not change. I just changed a little bit of the wallpaper there in the back, but I wanted to keep it the way they had it up here, nice and open. I really did like that design for the building. And then last but not least is my favorite part of the build. Remember the restock area, the employee kitchen, and the other restroom? I've turned it into a little residence. So the owner of the establishment can stay here. Of course, they have a huge kitchen in the back that they can use after hours, but I thought it would be convenient to put a tiny little kitchen in here, a little eating area there behind the couch. Then they have their couch here and a corner TV, a wood stove, and some records over there. And then I decided to keep it more open looking, to put in one of these glass patio doors. That way you could keep the noise out if you had company, or if your partner was watching TV in the living room, you could close the door, but you could leave it open most of the time to make it more of an open concept because it is such a small house. There's the record player there, because remember the record stand is over here. They have a bookshelf, there's the dresser, there's the phone. They have an armoire here because there obviously was not room for a closet. They have a nice double bed here. And this reminds me right here, this setup with the wood wall and the way the bed is and the lights, of a luxury hotel. I just think that looks really, really pretty. And remember, there were 2 restrooms in the back already. One I dedicated to the customers and put an exterior door. There's no shower in the customer restroom. But as you can see right here, for some reason, the toilet disappeared in the residence bathroom. And I think what probably happened is I forgot to hit the plus button when I duplicated the toilet. But anyway, it's back, and that's what it's supposed to look like. And the reason why I'm laughing is because in my last video that I uploaded, I joked about one time before when I forgot to put a toilet in, and here I've done it again. So there you go. But I really do like this remodel. I love how it looks now. Will I keep it? Probably not for very long because I have to do so many teardowns, I do so many videos, and I have to do so many builds that I can't keep a lot of properties. We are so limited on space, but I really do like this. And by the way, I do have 2 videos out. One I've done recently. The first one was houses I can't tear down. I think the second one was Keepers episode 2 of houses that I just really have trouble demolishing and I've had around for quite a while if you want to check those out. But again, I had a lot of fun remodeling this, and if you enjoyed it and you like what I've done with it, let me know by leaving me that like or comment. I always appreciate that so much, and I appreciate all of you. I hope everyone is doing well. Thanks again. Take care, and I will see you next time.